So welcome back to another episode of FIFA 17 Everton Career Mode, and this episode is number 19. And today we'll be playing 3 games. So the first game we're going to play against is Chelsea in the Community Shield. And because last year we won the Premier League, and I assume Chelsea won the FA Cup, so that's why we have to play the Community Shield, which I'm not really looking forward to, because injury can happen during those times. But Community Shield is still a silverware for me, but it's not that important, since even you win, you probably have a trophy, but otherwise I don't think there's any special in this competition. But of course, it is a good thing to play against a top side to kind of get us ready for the regular season. So the first game we are going to play in the Premier League is Norwich City, who is promoted to the Premier League this season, and also Aston Villa, I believe. But right here in the 43rd minute, we are having a chance, but Castillejo with a shot outside the box, but Begovic with a great save. And here's a corner for Everton. Begovic punched that one out, and Ashley Williams took a long shot. But what a great recovery by, I think Alonso was guarding the post to prevent that goal. But right here, Matic, I think, or Lampard, a youngster, who took that shot, but it went out for a goal kick. But here Begovic makes another great save. And here's Moses trying to clear that one out, but Leighton Baines got one back. Here's Ross Barkley turned to take a shot, but it goes out wide for another goal kick. So far, we have plenty of chances, but still we couldn't take our advantage. But here's Castillejo, big shot, pass in the middle to Edison Cavani, and we makes it 1-0 in the late 85th minutes. Well, the clock is right now, it's 88. So again, we score in the last 10 minutes as always. I think that is kind of our strength. We kind of push every man up and try to get that last goal, or that equalizer. It doesn't matter, but we score 1-0 in the Community Shield. Probably we are going to take this win. So that's the first goal for Edison Cavani in this season. I just realized his rating is kind of degenerating. So before he's 86, but then right now he's 85. So probably after this season, it really depends on how he does this season. But if he does well, then probably he is going to stay in the squad for this year, or else I'm going to sell him, for a kind of a cheaper price for a new striker. I know I signed Che Adams, for a reason. He's young, he's fast, but of course I still need world class striker. But here's Ashley Williams lifting the trophy, and wasn't really that excited. Well, I have no comments about that, but even the referees are applauding, so I'm waiting for them to cheers. But I don't think they are going to do anything with the shield right now, holding it. So that's our first competition, first game of the season, which is always a good thing to kind of get us ready. And here is the winner for the Community Shield, and we are champion Everton. And of course, there are plenty of transfer movement are going to be made in this episode. But look at the stats. We are dominating possession with 55%, and we're more shots, but unfortunately only with 1 goal in the late minutes. So here's the league table. So well, there are 3 teams who got promoted, as I said: Aston Villa, Newcastle United, and Norwich. So hopefully we are not the team who's going to get relegated. So Browning is sold, and we offer a contract, but unfortunately Ross Barkley is planning to leave this club. So that's what he said: "Boss, I need to tell you something important. Thanks for the offer of the contract extension, but at this time he's not want to commit myself." So he's going to decide whether he is going to stay or not. But in this situation, probably he's going to leave. So of course we receive another offer from Dortmund for Sammy Castillejo, but he is going to stay in Everton for no doubt, because he's 22 years old, 83 rated. I mean, he's just fantastic in this game. Pretty quick in the right hand side, cut back in the middle. Despite his finishing is not at the top level, but still, you know, this even though he didn't score a lot, but I think as a player from the flank, he is pretty effective, especially when he crosses the ball. Do a little bit of run in the middle to try to make some space. More assists. He has plenty of assists last year, but a lot of people think he should score more, but in this case, for example, Mohamed Dahoud, so far he hasn't got a score, haven't got a goal for us, for Everton, but he is going to score pretty soon, I believe. But he even though he didn't score, but he is still pretty effective and also a good player as well in the middle. He's the Mohamed Dahoud to Edinson Cavani inside the box, mid quick turn, but Ruddy with a great save to keep that one out. So in the 42nd minute, it's Coleman to a 1-2 pass from Cavani to Coleman, but that ball is a poor effort. He should have got that one on goal, even though he's a right back. So here's Delafeu cross one in the middle to Castillejo, a powerful header, but John Ruddy is there to make that save. So here's Ross Barkley turn, gives it to Mohamed Dahoud, take a shot, but another great save by John Ruddy to push that one out for a corner kick. So there's Edinson Cavani turns and gives one to Delafeu. He's pretty fast in the left hand side, but Ross Barkley should have made that one. I didn't know if he did that deliberately or not, trying to leave the club with poor performance. But I don't really care about that anymore. If he leaves, then probably I will sign a new central attacking midfielder. But the thing is, he has to leave. If he has to go, or if he's still not willing to sign a new contract, I have to sell him in the January transfer window. I want him to make the most of it for the first season. It really depends on the second season. Probably I will get a better center attacking midfielder. So right now, right here, we got a penalty from our player, and of course we score in the 90th minute. Oh, I just spoiled the thing, but I'm sorry about that. But that's how we score. That's how we scored this goal. In the stoppage time, 4 minutes, Leighton Baines puts one home for a goal, and Che Adams came on for Edinson Cavani, who is having a pretty terrible game so far. I expect he's going to score a bit more, but it doesn't matter. But Leighton Baines take that one to the right side, and John Ruddy stays in the middle, trying to get him in the wrong side. But that's the first goal in the Premier League for us, and also the first goal for Leighton Baines, our set pieces master. So that's how we end the game, 1-0 to start us our new season. Hopefully this year we will get a lot more of silverware. It doesn't matter Premier League or not. I just won FA Cup, Champions Cup, or whatever he said in this game. But that's the final score, 1-0. Leighton Baines scored a penalty in the 19th minute. So here's the stats. Of course, possession-wise, we dominated a lot, 62%. We have more shots, but it turns out John Ruddy is having one hell of a game. So right now, Mohamed Dahoud, we received another offer from Milan, but he is going to stay for sure. So I'm not going to sell him. So here's the third game against Aston Villa in this episode, and also the second game of the Premier League. So far the first two games we play against two championship, so what you call championship league teams from last year. So no, similarly, I know it's a little bit harsh, but they are pretty weak for both Norwich and also Aston Villa. So at this time we have to take this advantage and try to win, of course. So here's the lineup for Aston Villa, and so the starting lineup for us are pretty much the same every week if there's no games in between the weekends. So here's So Janelka unfortunately is dumped into the reserve. I just realized last year he made a lot of mistakes, so we tried to replace him. So Jonathan Tarr came in for Janelka, and right here in the first half, Edison Cavani scored in 37 minutes with a great composure goal. Look at that one once again. A pass, a lob through one in the middle to Delafeu, who passes one in the middle to Edison Cavani to makes that 1-0 for us. An early lead, a great pass in the middle by Delafeu, and also a great finish by Edison Cavani. The first goal for him so far this season. So here's Delafeu again on the left side, and he tried to cross one in, but it kind of fails. But here's Rosbach, he turned, take a shot, but that was a powerful shot to mix that 2-0. We score away from home. So it's nice to get the early lead, trying to stay in the game and also try to focus and take that advantage. Of course, if especially when you're away from home, it's hard to kind of score goals because morale. For the morale reason, it doesn't allow you to score goals. But here's Ross Barkley who makes it 2-0. Great shot. I think two players are blocking the side of the goalkeeper. You couldn't see that, couldn't react really well. So in the second half, Castillejo take a powerful shot, but the goalkeeper makes the save. With two consecutive saves also, and here's the Mohamed Dahoud to Yannick Goulassi. Surely he's going to score, but of course he takes that one with his left foot. Of course he's going to miss, but that's how we end this game. 2-0. Early scorings by Edison Cavani and also Ross Barkley in the first half. And so far, that's 2 straight wins for us. And surely we are going to be at the top of the table, well, at least top 4. Here's the final scoreline, 2-0. And possession-wise, we kind of equal, but 7 shots on target, which is really impressive. So we receive a transfer offer from Birmingham City for Matthew Pennington. He is going to leave because I know I'm not going to use him for any chance, even though, for example, EFL Cup, I'll be using Janelka, of course. He is going to retire. Just a reminder, he is going to retire at the end of the season. So in the same case as Gareth Barry, probably I will play him for a few games just to fulfill his dreams as a career player for his last season. So far we finished one of the objectives with youth development, which I signed a goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and also a striker. And we received another transfer offer from QPR for a corner Grant, and he is going to leave. He is under contract for under a year, so get a little bit of cash is it's pretty important. So Pennington has left the club, and we received 725k for that transfer offer. And Ross Barkley wanted to leave the club. I'm starting to have some doubts about leaving the club. I'm not saying I'm going to stay, but I am adamant that I was when I previously spoke about. So also at least 75% chance he's going to leave. But he is a great player, but I just don't want him to leave. I know a lot of YouTubers does this kind of thing when you kind of loan a player out in the last year and then call him back immediately. Well, I think it's kind of unrealistic. But Ross Barkley wants to leave, and he has to leave, like Lukaku. Last year he demanded to leave. That's why I bought Cavani. But Ross Barkley is going to leave. So 2 of the hearts of offense are going to leave the club. So here's 4th and final game of this episode against Middlesbrough. So I'm surprised that they stay alive in the Premier League. But here's the main player, the star player, not Diego Alves, but Victor Valdez, the former Barcelona and also Manchester United player. So here's in the 3rd minute, Fabio makes a shot, but hits the post for A goal kick. Here's Bamford with a long header, but Sergio Rico makes a save, I think, or I think it just went over the bar. So the first half, Middlesbrough is dominating the whole first half, and we couldn't get a shot. But right here, Edison can finally take a shot inside the box, but Victor fouled us with a great save. Here's Edison Cavani again, take a shot, but his left foot is not on. It's not in the game at that time. If last year probably he would scored that, but here's Delphi on the left hand side, pretty quick, crosses one in the middle. Nobody received the ball, but Castillejo is on outside the box, rushing in, and he scores it 1-0 past Victor Valdez, who is having a fantastic game so far. And Castillejo takes, and Everton takes the lead with this shot, a money shot, inside the box. Initially, I was pretty frustrating for not passing ball in the middle to anyone. But of course, in the end, it finds Castillejo, and that's the first goal for him in the Premier League. He's Edison Cavani, cuts back inside, passes one in the middle to Mohamed Dahoud, but Victor fouled us with a great save. And right here is Tom Davies, of course, running to the end of the pitch, and of course we headed one out wide. Victor fouled us with, he is going to be, he's trying to score with his header, but it turns out this system is pretty broken. All-out attack for the last minute. Even the goalkeepers are rushing out for a corner, try to contribute for a goal, but it doesn't work for defense. It just kind of makes it worse. So Tom Davies with the great, well, it's not a great shot, but it's a great thing that he scored, because he is going to be important piece of this attack when Ross Barkley left, for example. But that's how we ended the game, 2-0 score, and Tom Davies, one shot, one goal. And Castillo scored in the 73rd minute. So the last 10 or to 20 minutes, we always dominate, and also to take that advantage for scoring in the last 20 minutes. But that's how the game ended, 2-0. A great game for us so far. But most importantly, Middlesbrough putting up a pretty good game for us. So I think now we have to move on to the end of the transfer window. But that's the episode so far. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.